as it relates to the undermanned Los Angeles Lakers, but they still have the 41-year-old Superman. Get Kevin Durant back after missing game one with a knee injury. And early on, it's the thin man for three, Durant. And he's cooking. Durant with 11 in the first, one of the great offensive players of this or any generation. Luke Kennard in his bag. Tremendous three-point shooter.
LeBron James
knocks down the three. The lead's 13. It's a 13-point lead. Marcus Smart, who hit a bunch of threes early with a lob up top. DeAndre Ayton reaches behind his head to slam that one down. The Lakers up 15. Rockets climbing back in it. Again, it's Durant, who had 20 in the first half, and they trimmed the lead to 3 going into the second half. James, who played 39 minutes in this one with the bounce at 41. We've truly never seen anything like this at this age. It's astounding. The lead is 5. Smart, tough fadeaway being challenged by Jabari. He hits it. It's a 7-point lead into the fourth. Now, LeBron past Jabari Smith, and the lead is 5. Under 6 to go. Then it's Smart. I mentioned the threes early. Here's a big one late. Smart goes for 25. Luka cheering him on. Austin Reeves on the sideline cheering him on. James, who finishes with a game-high 28. Need the same energy on the road, though.
We don't have a choice. I mean, it's the postseason, so it's first to 4. It's never the first to 1. It's never the first to 2. And our whole mindset now is focused on Game 3. We know we're going to a hostile environment. Guys tend to play better at home than they do on the road, so we have to be ready for that pack. We got to be ready for that intensity.
How good did that behind-the-back dunk feel for you?
Listen, I'm just super blessed and super humbled to be able to still play the game that I love to play at my age. And I mean, that's it. That's all I got for you, Ashley.
Brian, I mean, 41 years old, leading the team, leading the game in scoring, 39 minutes. They don't have Luka. They don't have Reeves. They're up 2-0. He's never lost a series when he's up 2-0. I mean, I get it. We get immune to this to a degree, but this is nonsense, man. This is insane. How do you frame it?
Yeah, let's split this down the middle and talk about the Lakers first. This looked like a throwback game to 2006, where LeBron is sort of playing in a rock fight playoff game, carrying, not being able to really shoot the ball great, but just getting to the foul line, manufacturing points. The game is being played in the 70s and 80s. I guess they got a little bit higher than that. I guess they cracked 100 back in 2006. It rarely happened. And this was just like LeBron in 2006, except for instead of 21, he's 41. And I'm telling you, I'm not seeing a ton of difference in the way he's playing, to be honest with you. And then I think you look at Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart, they combined for 48 points tonight. Okay, maybe if you had Reeves and Doncic, they would have a little bit more than that. But talk about filling the offense. And I'm just going to say, mid-season trade, Rob Pelinka gets Luke Kennard for a relative song. In a competition, that's a great trade, okay? And then you got J.J. Redick, who has designed a game plan here that is taking advantage of Kennard. Kennard's not just standing in the corner, catching and shooting threes. They got him moving around. They're giving it to him on the move. They're designing stuff for him. J.J. Redick's got his sleeves rolled up here, making this happen for Luke Kennard. And Smart, look, he's played in dozens of playoff games. He's going to get hot every now and then. It falls into place. Now let me go to the other side here. Scott, I know Kevin Durant has this bruised knee. He's obviously not 100%. He's got 9 turnovers in this game. He's got 9 turnovers. This is just an unacceptable showing. And again, like we have seen for months, coming down the stretch of a close game, the Rockets got nothing on offense. They got nothing. The Lakers are bringing double teams like everybody has for months, and Durant is turning the ball over, getting his pocket picks, throwing insane, wild passes. Alperen Şengün is not able to make a basket against Jackson Hayes for much of the second half. Jackson Hayes is plus 12 in this game, defending Alperen Şengün, an all-star. Not acceptable for the Rockets. I take my hat off to the Lakers. I take my hat off to LeBron. They are doing a great job. Very impressive to get up 2-0. But the Rockets have to be disgusted to be down 0-2 in this series.
I had Lakers defense deserves credit, but Houston, something's wrong. You just took that to the rim with authority. You answered my question. Are they, in a word, is Houston cooked in this series?
Okay, so the Lakers are, hampered. So, but you're looking at winning 4 out of 5, and LeBron's playing this way, and Kennard's playing this way. The Lakers are going to have the home court. I mean, the Lakers have swung. I looked at the odds. The Lakers have swung to the favorite, and I don't disagree.
All right. I get careless sometimes with people being down 2-0 and saying they're done. I did that once in the finals. That was a mistake, but doesn't look great. Brian, appreciate your time as always.
After 2 games that the Lakers would be up 2-0 on the Houston Rockets, LeBron James, this man continues to defy aging. Like, aging where? The man led the team in points, almost had another triple-double. How are you seeing this Laker team being able to succeed despite having no Luka, despite having no Austin Reeves, and a 41-year-old LeBron?
Yeah, I mean, LeBron James has been making other people better his entire career. I thought even for him at 41 years old that this would be a little bit of a heavy lift, right? Because the Rockets at full strength and no Luka, no Austin Reeves, and you're thinking, well, how are they going to get this done? But as you mentioned, leads the game in scoring again, almost goes for another triple-double. We got the Luke Kennard game in Game 1. We got a Luke Kennard game again in Game 2. But then beyond that, Marcus Smart going for 25 points. I mean, when the Houston Rockets, who have all these great perimeter defenders, are watching Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart just go off in this game, and efficiently too, right? Marcus Smart, 8 for 13 from the floor, 5 of 7 from 3. Marcus Smart can hit 3-pointers, but for him to be that efficient, you have a serious problem here. And the Rockets, I mean, they just got exposed. And yes, if you're the Lakers, you're feeling great about this because there's a chance that you can get Austin Reeves back sooner than later. Unlikely that you'll get Luka in this series, but now all of a sudden you're thinking, well, we can just wait maybe until the second round. I didn't think that there was even going to be a second round for the Lakers. And for the Rockets, it's danger and concern time for them for sure.
Yeah, the Rockets now fall to 0-8 in their last 8 games when it comes to Game 2s. But for KD, okay, he put up a nice stat line. Okay, 23 points, 7 of 12 shooting, but he did have those 9 turnovers. What did you make of his performance? Because he was getting a lot of attention from this Lakers defense, and it seemed to bother him at times.
Yeah, not at times. Basically the whole game, right? Yes, he does go for 23 points, but he only takes 12 field goals in this game, Chris, and only 4 in the second half. And when you get Kevin Durant back, if you're the Rockets, you're thinking, okay, we really need it because we need his offense. We needed somebody to facilitate the offense, to initiate it, to create, because in Game 1, there was nobody. I mean, the offense was completely bogged down. Everybody was just basically standing around and staring at each other. And then you're thinking, if you get into a late game situation, he's your closer, so you should be good now, right? Except for no, because he couldn't get any shots off in the second half. I'm not sure why. Alperen Şengün was super inefficient. The whole team was really inefficient. The bench was absolutely brutal. But you mentioned those 9 turnovers, and the Lakers figured out what everybody already knew, which was that KD is the whole ball game for them. And if we just blitz them, let's make these other guys beat us. And they couldn't do that in Game 1, and they couldn't do it in Game 2, even with Kevin Durant back. And yeah, Kevin Durant had a really tough time tonight dealing with those double teams, right? They sent the double teams at him, and he just could not pass out of them. And for him to have 9 turnovers, that was a huge reason why they ended up losing this game. Look, Alperen Şengün needs to be better. Amin Thompson needs to be better. Jabari Smith, they need something out of their bench. They got next to nothing tonight, but ultimately it does come down to Kevin Durant and the Lakers just exposing the Rockets' flaws in terms of team construction.
Yeah, team construction. Reed Shepherd, okay, he played 10 minutes. Didn't have a single point. Okay, he was 0 for 4 from the field, and that's just not something that's not going to get done for the Rockets when you think about how limited they are when it comes to perimeter shooting. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, they were lighting it up from 3. So as the series shifts to Houston, John, all the Rockets have to do is like, hey, look, Lakers took care of business. Now we have to, even though it's not going to feel that way because of who's out. But how do the Rockets get their mojo back? Because a lot of times you're seeing these mental mistakes that really cost them in the end.
Yeah, the mental mistakes were absolutely there. And, I don't know how they get their momentum back because the Lakers have all the momentum, right? The Lakers have won both games in this series and 5 in a row, and they're feeling good about themselves. They're playing with house money. They're thinking maybe we can get Austin Reeves back sooner than later. LeBron is playing the way that LeBron always does in the postseason, elevating everybody. Luke Kennard cannot miss a shot. Hey, not only did Marcus Smart shoot well tonight, but on top of that, he played great defense. So if you're the Lakers, you are feeling really good going to Houston. And we talked about sort of the flaws in how this Rockets team was constructed. Early in the season, they had a theory of the case, which was, we're going to be bigger than you. We're going to get on that offensive glass. And we know we don't have many shooters, but we're going to get so many second chance points from those offensive rebounds that it's not going to matter. And that's how they ended up with the 8th best offensive rating in the NBA this season. The problem was, once Steven Adams went out, that whole kind of house of cards collapsed, and you didn't have that same offensive glass prowess, and you're not getting those same second chance points. And as we mentioned, they do not have shooting tonight. They went 7 for 29 from deep, just 24%. That's a major problem. Kevin Durant's one of their reliable shooters. You called out the other one, Reed Shepherd. 10 minutes, 0 points. He was a starter in game 1, to the bench, and next to useless, basically beyond useless in game 2. Part of that was the Ime Udoka rotation. Maybe